everybody, I'm the Big Easy Chef. I'd like to show you how to make baked beans. Now can you just imagine a nice bowl of baked beans? You did good. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Now these beans are great. They're slow cooked, they're sweet, they're full of flavor. They're just really, really great. And they go good with ribs, chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers, fish, you name it, the list just goes on and on. So why don't you and I run over into the kitchen, see what's shaking, and get to baking. You want to start with sorting your beans. I'm sorting 1 pound of pinto beans. I think pinto beans make really good baked beans. You want to look for any beans that just don't look right, or anything that doesn't belong, such as rocks, etc. These beans are really looking good. I'm not finding too many rejects. Oh, one of the beans fell off the board. Get back on the board. This isn't going to be the great bean escape. With your beans all sorted, now you're going to need to rinse off those beans with some cool water. Most of the time beans are dirty or dusty, and when you rinse the beans you can see the color change. These beans were pretty clean already. Add the beans to a large pot. To the pot add 2 1/2 quarts of cool water. You don't want to add anything else. I know what you're thinking. You need to add salt. No, do not add salt. Adding the salt would be a huge mistake. The only thing you want to add to the pot is beans and cool water. This process is going to make the beans tender. Adding anything else will stop the process from happening. Bring the beans to a boil, and then you want to turn the heat down to keep the beans at a very low boil. This is going to take about 1 hour for the beans to become tender. While the beans are cooking on the stove, it's time to get the other ingredients ready. Start with a nice sweet onion or yellow onion. You're going to want to dice this onion into little cubes. Now this is a good trick for slicing an onion or slicing anything round. Cut a little bit off to make a flat side. Now the onion isn't going to roll while you're slicing it. A good sharp knife also is important in slicing and cutting food. Cheap knives work fine if you keep them sharp. Now that you have the onion cut, measure out about 1/2 cup of the onion and add it to a bowl. You could at this point just put all the ingredients into the crock pot. Use 1 clove of garlic. Cut it into small pieces. For the bacon, you can add up to 1/2 pound. The bacon is going to give the beans a nice smoky flavor. If you want to make these beans vegetarian, you could add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. This will give the beans a nice shiny finish and they'll remain vegetarian. I have these bacon scraps from some bacon that I cured. They're going to give the beans a really great flavor. Now it's time for the molasses. I'm using 3/4 cup of dark full flavor molasses. It's really going to get these beans a nice sweet rich flavor. Okay, now add to the mixture 8 ounces of tomato sauce. You're going to add 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar. To this mixture, add 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Next up on the ingredients is 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now add 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Add a dash, about 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Okay, now the beans have cooked for 1 hour. You can see these beans are somewhat firm. When I try to smash them with a fork, they don't turn to mush. Drain the beans and save the water from the beans. Add the beans to the crock pot. Now dump in the ingredients for the beans. Add 1 cup of the bean water to the crock pot. Stir up the mixture and place the lid on the crock pot. Set the crock pot on high and they'll need to cook for 6 hours until the liquid has made a nice, sweet, thick syrup. So there you have it. Now you know how to make baked beans. Now you can find the recipe for these, the printable version, at www.thebigeasychef.com. I hope you'll try and make some soon. I hope they become your favorite baked bean recipe. Remember what they say, you are what you eat, so eat healthy. Until next time, I'm the Big Easy Chef.